Hello, guys, and welcome you all to our yet another episode of podcast/interviews from interesting people from Web3 world. So today in the line, we got an interesting speaker. We got Ionut Gaucan. Hi, Ionut. Thank you so much for coming. Just to remind you real quick, Ionut is a co-founder of a project called NapulETH. So it is really interesting to hear more about it in detail. But firstly, Ionut, what was your first step into Web3? So was there a moment when you thought like, this is the future? So when did that happen?
So first of all, thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. It's a great pleasure. My first step was in 2017, basically. I was in London and a few friends from Italy, from my country, they called me and they said, hey, do you remember that we talked about Bitcoin years ago? And I said, yes, what's happened? It's not that stuff that we speculate back then. It's something more, and we are diving in. So that was the first time, and I made the first purchase of a BTC in 2017, and we start studying it, and we try to figure out the qualifications and the characteristics of Bitcoin as an asset in our massive market. And we realized that it's not just something that is for criminals, but may have a lot of much more potential. And guess what? So many years after that first call, we are seeing BTC as like a world-class asset that has a lot of potential. When I started and we start studying it, this is very important. We understood the principles about the immutability, transparency, security, and efficiency, because it's quite efficient as an asset. Those things, when we understood that cannot be stopped, that it is totally censorship resistant, we understood that we had something very special that we never seen something like that, and we definitely gave a lot of attention, and since then we are deep in.
Wow, it's really cool. Things definitely changed since then. A lot of time has passed, but I've also while preparing for this interview, I've noticed that you worked at Binance at some point, and now you're working at NapulETH and Yellow Network. So how does working in the corporate settings compared to building like this independent Web3 projects?
Great question. Working for Binance was one of the most amazing experience that I ever made, to be honest. There are many differences between being a co-founder of your own company and working for someone else. But working in Binance, you can imagine that working in a corporate environment, it is very similar to a bank. So a lot of security measurement in place. There is a lot of growth. You learn a lot. Security was like the first thing to put in place. And working for Binance, a lot of good things, some hard moments, because they want you to achieve some KPI each month. Everyone has to be very, very productive. This is why one of the secrets why Binance today is very successful. It is the most successful. Working in the Web3 is with NapulETH, mainly the company that we created, we founded. It is different. You have a different type of pressure because you are on your own foot. You have to bring value to the company that will bring funds, and you can create something good. So it's a different type of pressure. One from Binance was coming from your boss telling you what to do and how to do. So you did not have much space of
freedom.
You know, you do not have much space of deciding things. In Naples, you have a lot of space, but you still have the pressure of achieving the goals.
Course,
Yellow, yeah, maybe we will have another question about Yellow.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that, NapulETH and Yellow, it seems like to me like it's more than a project, it's like a movement. So what's the core mission?
Yes.
Of that? But can you like describe it in in brief sentence, like you're pitching this project to someone important.
Absolutely. Well, NapulETH mission is to establish in Italy, in particular in Naples, in the south, in the center and south of Italy, one of the biggest Web3 innovation hub. We do so by introducing awareness, education. We do collaboration with the territory. We try to make a massive awareness about Web3 and the opportunities, the possibilities that this revolution brings to the humanity. In a few words.
How ready is Italy in terms of Web3 adoption? What's still missing, or what's been so good about it?
In terms of speculation and digital assets adoption, especially for speculation, it is quite a good adoption, but it is not so well known when we talk about what is the blockchain, what is the technology behind those assets, what is the potential of tokenizing real world asset, what is the option of tokenizing supply chain, building dApps on Ethereum or other applications or other layers. In terms of building, we are still very early, and there is a kind of lack of awareness in the youth and the young guys and the young developers. But we are working on that direction in Italy and also in Europe as NapulETH.
And do you see like NapulETH more like a regional project, or it is a global project, in your opinion?
Definitely, it's going to be. It is a global project. Keep in mind something that last year our event had more than 800 tickets scanned, people coming. We were able to attract builders, investors, Web3 application protocols from all around the world. They came to Naples. So we're gonna put NapulETH. We are putting NapulETH in a position of key Web3 industry in Europe and also worldwide. Also very important, Ivan. We are being recognized and supported by the Ethereum Foundation Ecosystem Support Program, right?
Yeah.
So our project, the core values have always been aligned to the Ethereum chain, to the Ethereum protocol, and those values have been recognized. They support us for the second time, but this time was really big for us, and this helped us a lot. So I will also add this when I told you earlier that our protocol, our event, our mission, our company, NapulETH, it's more global rather than regional. We started from a regional, but we are going to be global.
And when do you expect this to happen? What's the projection?
We don't know for sure. But
okay, that's a hard question. Yeah, but
yeah, maybe even this year I can confirm you that we're gonna be a global event. This year in July, we are working to bring international partners, international speakers, and international attendees in Naples. Yes.
Can you disclose some names? Maybe a hint?
Not much. Not now.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so let's switch to like Yellow Network and all the Web3 infrastructure. So your role at Yellow Network focuses on community. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I am the community manager in Yellow. You can imagine me that I am the guy in the middle of the community and the core team. So the CEO, the dev team, the marketing team, I'm in the middle, and there's the community. So I do the bridge of the protocol from the network and the users. This is what I do. Yeah, mainly. What Yellow does is it's quite similar to the Bitcoin layer 2 Lightning, right? So we are trying to build like a trustless ethos using leveraging state channel technology. So we enable high-speed transactions with many tokens, not bitcoins. We mainly use we are a layer 2 network, so we have different layer 2s like Linea, Scroll. So we have also a lot of EVM tokens. Our main goal is like to reach the institutional adoptions. That's what Yellow wants to reach. Traditional finance players like brokers, some banks, traders, market makers, they rely on the efficiency, liquidity, and risk control. And Yellow is offering an infrastructure that removes the intermediary and allows the market maker to operate on state channel, which, as you well know, it's something very fast and very cheap. So the Yellow network wants to close the gap between traditional finance, TradFi, and crypto.
Wow, that's cool. I'm asking that question because some say like Web3 nowadays, especially Web3 communities, are becoming like maybe exclusive clubs for insiders. So do you agree with that statement? Basically, how do you build trust in Web3? What's the secret?
Oh, it is not easy to build it. Basically, you need to be very transparent with your people, and the protocol has to be very similar to an open source, so people can look into it and see that you are not, how can I say, you're not being a malicious player. And you need to give a lot of support. You have to be constantly with the community. Whatever they need, you have to respond. And also you need to build and deliver. This is how you maintain the community, a strong community. This is how you build a strong community.
But how to maintain that? Because sometimes, most often, many projects claim to be like revolutionary, but 90% of them only survive. 90% don't survive.
Don't survive.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry for that mistake. Why do they fail for your? What do they fail?
Maybe many protocols are too early for what they are proposing. Keep in mind that adoption has gone very good in the last years, but at this stage it just going a little bit more slowly because we quite reach a cap of also difficulties. You can imagine that the blockchain it's not so easy to use. In general, DeFi, it's not so easy, and we quite reach a cap of people that are digital natives that are using it. So sometimes many protocols they just fail because the technology, maybe it's too early and it's too soon to deploy. And also you need to create a system protocol that is creates cash flow continuously. So there are a lot of reasons why many protocols fail.
Can regulations be a factor here? So how do you feel about crypto regulation, and especially in Italy? So is this a threat or an opportunity here?
So in Europe, especially in Italy, we aligned with the new MiCAR regulation. So MiCAR is doing a lot of regulations for the centralized exchanges, for the stable coins, and I can say that the DeFi also is in target of the regulation. In terms of retails, they don't want anymore all this regulation. They just want to use the Bitcoin ethos, the pure decentralization. But as I told you, with regulation or without regulation, we are quite. When I talk about retails, with regulation or without regulation, we reach a cap. What I can tell you that is very important is that regulation, the benefit of the regulation in Europe, and specifically in Italy, is that institutional investors, institutional traders are coming for the first time buying regulated ETP, ETF in US instruments. They are buying this for the first time. So this cycle, it is not anymore about retail. This cycle is about institutions, and they will never have come to this step without the regulation placed worldwide.
I see. So it's more like an opportunity here.
It is absolutely.
Okay. Another interesting fact that I learned about you, that you wrote the Crypto Encyclopedia. So what's the most surprising thing you've learned while working on it? How did that actually happen? Crypto Encyclopedia. That's really interesting, I don't know, aim, so to say, really interesting idea to implement, to kind of make it real.
So I am a researcher. First of all, I am an influencer, a key opinion leader. Since 2017, when I told you at the beginning, I got into the crypto space. But basically, I've just started studying and learning more and more about it, because I really understood that this is something really revolutionary, really important. I have, in the last 5 years, I put a lot of effort on this. And whenever I was studying a new concept of Bitcoin, of Ethereum, of Solana, of, Polygon, Algorand, Near, Aptos, you name it. Whenever I was studying something, whenever I was researching something about a specific layer one, I was writing down all the keynotes, all the important stuff. I was doing researches. I was finding infographics that was helping me to visualize some technologies. I was printing stuff. I had like tons and tons of paper of researches that I've written, that I've printed, that I've put together, that I linked, that I merged. And one day I said, I have a lot of information physically, that sometimes, obviously, I cannot keep in mind all that information, and I said, let's put it together, the most important concept, in one single folder, in one single book, and I label it in an alphabetical order. So you, in the encyclopedia inside, you find concepts about Bitcoin, Ethereum, you name it, and I put all together. So when I need something, because it's normal, I cannot remember everything. So when I need something, I just check the encyclopedia. I go to the letter, I go to that argument, and I have it under my eyes, and it's physical. So this is what it is. The crypto encyclopedia.
Digital meaning. So.
No digital. No.
Interesting. So crypto encyclopedia in physical.
Yes.
Not digital. So that's kind of.
No, digital. The crypto encyclopedia for me, it's my manifesto.
Oh, okay.
To the Web3. It's my manifesto. If I do it physical, if I do it digital, then it's gonna vanish in the web like nothing, and it's gonna lose a lot. But also at the same time can be very useful for other people. And maybe one day I will do the digital one once it's gonna be ready. Okay,
I see. Imagine it's 10 years from now. So what do you hope your entry in Crypto Encyclopedia will say?
Wow. So basically it's gonna narrow all the years behind. So what's happened in the last 10 years, it's gonna be a testament of the past inside the encyclopedia. This is what it's going to tell. So every concept about the blockchain, forks, blockchain trilemma, ecosystems, how Bitcoin works, how a block is generated, how the halving it's happening, some analysis, some charts, some fundamental analysis, some trading analysis, and many other infographics.
Okay, I get it. an interesting interview so far. We've been having a nice talk. I got just 2 questions left. Maybe they are kind of personalized, but still, I would like to ask them. So, if you weren't working with Web3, what would you be doing?
Probably something regarding some emerging technology like AI. I've also have some kind of background of technician, informatician. I was always passionate about informatics in general, very horizontal. So something regarding the IT world.
Okay, still IT. Okay, that's magnet here for you. I see. And the last one. So it's about obviously a newcomer. So what's one lesson every newcomer to crypto should understand when first entering this field?
Oh, to be honest, there are a lot of things. It's not just one thing. A newcomer, what I suggest is to have a mentor, to have somebody that has already experience. Also, do not put a lot of money into this sector without understanding what are you doing. It's okay putting $100 into a MetaMask wallet, into a Phantom wallet, and use DeFi, test it, lose it, understand how it works. But if you really want to invest, I really suggest you a mentor that it is already inside the space. And whatever action you want to do and you don't know what is that action, you need to consult your mentor. Secondly, I'll say using the mentor to do some education, some courses, some lessons of the ecosystem. But first of all, have a mentor, have somebody that is in, because the technology is it's growing so fast that being alone, it is not a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. You have to have like a community or like a circle of people.
Yeah.
Really
a mentor.
That field, because sometimes even when you're doing that on your own, it's really easy to fall for some shady, projects maybe or activities. So yeah, it's important to have like a mentor here, like in every field that you're studying. So yeah.
That's true.
Okay, Ionut, it was a nice conversation with you. I really, learned a lot about you, learn about the projects. And by the way, how can we, get connected, where we can find more about your projects? Maybe you can leave some us about.
My favorite channel is LinkedIn, and my second channel is Twitter, X. Those are the 2 channels that if you type my name, you will for sure find me.
I'll definitely put that in the description. So guys, if you're interested, you can find all the links or just ask us directly, no problem. That's a wrap. Ionut Gaucan was here, founder of a project called NapulETH on also Yellow Network, and also creator of Crypto Encyclopedia. So yeah, you have a lot
Thank you.
in your arsenal. So yeah, wishing you best of luck, man. Looking forward.
Thank you very much, Shivan, and thank you very much for having me here. And hope I give you some interesting topics today, interesting answers.
So see ya. Cheers.
Have a good day, guys. Cheers, guys.